Each year, public lands are set ablaze accidentally. A campfire spits embers that burn out of control. A car with a hot engine parks on tall, dry grasses. A tossed cigarette butt starts a fire along a forest path. Each of these actions is preventable, especially once we become informed of their unintended consequences. The following is one such story we can all learn from.
About a year ago, I was on a backpacking trip with my wife down to one of our favorite places off of Horseshoe Mesa, Cottonwood Canyon, and had the brilliant idea of, well, I didn't want to pack my toilet paper out this time, so I thought I would light it. And it happened to be a gusty day, or it started to be gusty about the time that happened. And instead of burning toilet paper, I ended up burning a good chunk of place we love, which is the canyon, and it was just awful stuff. We tried to put it out. It was so fast. It happened so quickly. 71 years old, and it took that long for something like that probably to be the worst day of my life. We had to just watch my handiwork basically as we exited the canyon and hope that it would limit itself, which it kind of did, but it went from a grassland fire to burning some of the cottonwoods that are part of that drainage system and the reason for the name of that canyon. You know, I thought it was gross to carry the paper out, but it was way grosser to cause a fire trying to burn the paper. So I hope people will learn from this and not have to experience an awful day like that and causing damage to a place you really love.
The fire in Cottonwood Canyon was an accident, and we all do make mistakes. I appreciate his cooperation and sharing his story with us, and I ask you to remember that we're all fallible. There are things to be learned here, and on that note,
we're going to talk about something that no one really wants to talk about. Poop. What you should do with it.
And where it should go.
And why it's such a problem in national parks.
Grand Canyon sees millions of visitors every year, and many of those visitors choose to hike. And let's say a hike in the Grand Canyon certainly gets things moving.
And we're not always prepared for what happens when things do get moving. So here's a couple of things to take with you on a hike, whether it's long or short. A resealable plastic bag with some toilet tissue, always a good item to have in your backpack. But if you're feeling a little sheepish about being able to see what's left behind, you can always use a darker colored bag to put that in, or you can take some duct tape and put that around your bag as well. If you don't like any of these options, there are things called wag bags, and those could be taken with you as well. They have every single thing in them that you might need if you have to go to the bathroom when you're on the trail.
Your toilet paper and feminine hygiene products should always be packed out, and in the case of using a wag bag, so should your human waste. The instructions on how to use the wag bag are on the outside of the container, but my tips for greatest success are to set up your bathroom in advance and to take the inside bag and roll it over the edge of the outside bag.
There may be times when you can leave your waste behind in what's called a cat hole. So you dig around a 6-inch deep hole, do your business, and then cover it with dirt, debris, rocks, and whatever, and disguise that area and pretend like nothing ever happened. Now, as was said just a moment ago, you're gonna pack out that toilet paper. It's not gonna be burned, not gonna be buried, and not gonna be left on your left behind, okay?
Please plan ahead and prepare. Follow leave no trace practices. Whatever you pack in, you should pack out. Please leave our national parks cleaner than you found them.